What's going on, everybody? What's up, y'all? Shiv, Trent, Ben, thank you so much for subscribing. In from KSA. From Saudi Arabia, very nice. What's up, Wolfie? How you doing? Anyway, one thing I regretted not really doing so far in the beta was doing a harpoon build, for God's sakes. How did I not do a harpoon build? Let me see. Let me grab him. Who else do we have here? I think that's the guy. Where is Juice Tank? What level was he? He's level 55. I think we'll just build from New Hampshire. Substantially less interesting than Saudi Arabia. I don't know, man. I lived in Nashua when I was going to college. It was fairly interesting, I'm gonna have to say. All right. Anyway, so I want to beast mode out a squire, and I want to set him up. I'm thinking what I need to do is give him my apprentice's gear, because I believe my apprentice is probably my best geared hero right now. As far as tower damage goes, that would actually take away all of my fort, though. Decisions. I think I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's just do that anyway. Let's unequip all this apprentice gear. I wasn't even there for a full year, but I went to Boston College for a year. And then I moved to Colorado. I ended up graduating from Colorado State. Alright, so let's see. If we go to newest, that stuff should be right up front, right? Take a look at this stuff. See, that's a good piece he's got already, but that's pristine. You know what? I may just keep what he's wearing. I'll just take that rock. I think that's the way to go. Let me throw this stuff back on my apprentice, just so I don't lose track of what's what. Let me see. I do want to do something with his spec, as right now it's all about the health, of course. So let's see. Where's his stats at without any points in? What's going on, Nico? How you doing? Let's see, we got 118, 192, 207, 225. So his range and defense rate are fairly decent. But definitely not terrible. And we know we need way more power. Let's go ahead and get the power jacked up. Take the power all the way to 400. See, and then we could go range and defense rate with the others and just leave the fortify at 118. I don't think I'm going to need a whole lot of hero health. Go something like that. I wonder what that's going to do for his attack rate on these harpoons. Anyway, let's hop in and check it out. Can I show you how I got it finished? How I got what finished? I'm not really sure what you're referring to. I want to do survival, and I think really the best map for harpoons is probably going to be Ancient Mines. It's level 100, but with just the 4 maps, I'm not even sure if anybody grinded it out, to be honest with you. But level 100 will be the cap, just like in DD1. Right, let's see here. How do we want to do this? What have I got to start? I got 200 to start. So if we went a wall +1, we're not going to have enough mana for all that. Let's get rid of the walls here. What's up, Keep Shot? How you doing? See, let's go like this. Oh, not enough. Wow. Can I split this lane? I mean, for the start, just to get through wave 1, I think that's fair. I mean, obviously, the map's a complete joke until you get to wave 10 anyway. So I'm sure I'll have more than sufficient opportunity to get everything built out here. So anyway, for those that have been playing the beta, I know there's not a whole lot of content in it, and we already know that the game is like completely changed. You know, what we're seeing in packs is just way further advanced than as to what we got access to in the beta. But this beta does end on Sunday night, so if you do want a chance to pop in and play around with anything, you've got until Sunday night at midnight Eastern time to get it done. So you're probably going to want to get that done if you want to. You know, I know a lot of people are already done. They've had their fill since it was just the 4 maps and whatnot. I want to do a nice big fatty harpoon build here. I'm still not going to have enough to build the map. I'm ready for it. I'm definitely ready for it. They could tell me that this game was going to be going into early access on Monday, and I would be ready to go. I am 100% stoked and anxiously waiting. I know lots of folks are. Let's see. Let's go like this. I kind of feel like it might actually be good to get like... I want to focus mainly on the harpoons, but I think like there wouldn't necessarily be anything wrong with throwing an ensnare RN in the mix here, maybe. It's because I'm using a rock pet there, Armbjorn. That, and this is survival mode. If you're familiar with DD1, you want fast? Okay. There. How's that? Is that better for you? You can't base the speed that the heroes are moving when I'm on a builder with a rock pet. That's just not a good example of what the game is going to look like. But anyway, this is survival mode. Those of you that are familiar with DD1, and you know survival mode, the first waves are a complete joke. It's what survival mode is. It's a slow build up. I think the giant weapons will be there, Nico. You gotta remember too, I've got my graphics turned down right now for the stream. So a lot of, I'm sure there will be plenty of shiny stuff, just like DD1. But I think giant weapons, that goes with the job. Yeah, anyway there, Ordborn. What I was talking about is that rock pet. It's like the builder pet of choice in the beta because it's got such massive stats on it. But the downside of the rock pet is it drops you below your minimum movement speed. So you're just creeping, you know. But, you know, ideally you're getting swapped over to a DPS hero before the wave starts, and then you're not going in slow motion. I want to spam ballistas here. I am thinking, though, that an ensnare aura and maybe a shrink drain aura would be smart, especially considering I got no health on my walls at all. I'm anxious to see what these ballistas will do in the high waves, though. Well, I mean, see, that's the thing, is, like, I've got no worry at all that it will be a good game. You know? I mean, the thought of DDA not being a good game is not even a thought that's in my head. It's going to be a good game. DD1 was a good game. DD2 is a good game. You know, DDA will be a good game. Now, will DDA be my favorite Dungeon Defenders game? I mean, we're going to have to wait and see. I mean, you always have a favorite, right? There's no shame in that. If you like DD1 more, then you like DD1 more. If you like DD2 more, then you like DD2 more. You know, but if you want to play something new, that will undoubtedly be a good game. I think DDA is a great choice, you know. See, I got 17 left. Let's take a look at this, that aura situation. I don't want to go lightning the electric aura because I feel like that would be cheaty. Because I do want to see if these ballistas will really shine here. But I could go like an ensnare aura. Get an ensnare here and then maybe a strength drain. Just to keep my walls from getting smashed. See if I can double dip on this side. I think my auras are big enough too. Yeah. Alright, we got one extra mana left. Let's just let it fly here. It's really going to be all about what they look like when they're fully upgraded. You know? David, what's going on? I mean, big weapons are like a staple of Dungeon Defenders games, really. I mean, big weapons were just a thing in DD1, and people were pretty vocal about not really having a lot of those big weapons in DD2. And I think Chromatic probably heard. They probably heard what everybody was saying. There's no dates yet. It's Q3, I think is what they said, for consoles. It's going into early access. I did a video all about it just a couple of days ago. It's going into early access on February 21st. And it will be in Q3, I think it is, of this year. Let me double check real quick before I misquote y'all on anything. Let's see. Yeah, Q3 of this year. It's all posted up right on the Dungeon Defenders page. Here's a link. I don't think the feedback is going to change. I mean, obviously console players are upset they're not going to get it sooner, and that's understandable, but everyone's got to realize that this is not anything that's out of the ordinary. The Switch exclusivity, that sucks. I agree 100%. As far as a game being released on one platform before the other, though, when it comes to PC, that's just really, really normal. I mean, just look at the games I play right now. You know, look at Warframe. PC several months ahead. Look at Stardew Valley. PC was ahead. Terraria. PC was ahead. You know, you develop it on one and bug fix it. It's one of the reasons why DD2 turned into such a train wreck, to be honest with you. DD2 is such a buggy mess. Now, I don't know this, I'm guessing. But I think in part, part of it is trying to rush to all consoles at the same time. And what it did was it held back the PC, so the PC didn't get it when they could. And it meant that all of the platforms were there for bug testing. Well, I mean, there's been lots of communication issues. I don't think anybody's going to disagree with you there. Well, this is a really limited look here, Austin. Don't really get to... You know, the beta only has 4 maps in it. You know, this is a brand new map, of course. But yeah, it's the original heroes. The same defenses from DD1. I got mixed feelings on all that stuff. You know, I love seeing the returning heroes and the returning maps, but on the same note, I do like new stuff. I mean, and then you got the opposite end of it. Look at, like, I've been debating on playing Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World is what? Console is a year ahead of PC. And for the ultimate argument, god damn it, I had to wait 17 years to get Halo on PC. 17 years. I'm just joking, obviously. Why are the goblins not green? Well, have they been green? I guess there was green goblins in DD1, right? What's going on here? There will be more options to change it, Neuro. I don't know what all the options will be, but right now we have like no options. There's next to nothing. They said that there will be more options as far as video options. Right now it's slim pickings. There's just no choices. I hope there's field of view sliders. I mean, everybody likes to play in a little different field of view. That and having adjustable field of view is just amazing for screenshots, you know. Q3 of this year, TLC. Releases on PC and Switch in Q2, and it will release on PS4 and Xbox in Q3. You relate to the DD2 command console settings? Yeah, they took all that away from us in DD2. It was nice having that stuff in DD2, but it was a bummer when we lost the console. I don't think we'll have any console commands in DDA, but I would hope that a field of view slider would be something that's in the settings just naturally. It'd probably be more like DD2.5 than DD3. Another TLC. What's going on, Michael? How you doing? I don't want to just sit here and kill all these mobs. It needs it. I mean, I think everyone out there would agree. If you're looking at the game right now, what I'm showing you all, I think everyone out there would agree that the game's not ready for launch yet. You know? I mean, we don't have any of the HUD or interface additions. There's no currency in the game. Right, come on, mobs. I should have built up closer, but I'm thinking more in the wave 20, wave 25. The reason I built this way. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it, Nico. The Torchlight 3 thing. I'm a little bitter I've never been able to get into that beta. And for Frontiers. How is it different? Well, I don't think they're trying to be different. I think they're trying to capture what people loved about DD1. I mean, this is obviously not a map. All the Dungeon Defenders games start with those original 4 heroes. That's just always going to be a thing, I think. So when a Dungeon Defenders game launches, it's going to have these 4 heroes. That's the heroes. That's the story, you know? But as far as what's different, it's a new game. I mean, if you're looking for an entirely different Dungeon Defenders experience, then you'll without a doubt be disappointed in DDA. Like I said, they're trying to capture the feel of DD1 in a modern game. If you're looking for an entirely different experience, it's probably not the game for you. Early access is February 21st. They've given a date already. Yeah, I agree there, Nico. I'm not a huge fan of free-to-play games and their models. Oh, I agree, Nero. I mean, I don't think anyone would disagree with that either. Everybody out there, all of the lovers of the game and haters of the game, I think everybody would agree that they want the game to turn out to be really good. You know? Yeah, February 21st. It still feels so far away. It's 3 weeks. It's exactly 3 weeks from today. I mean, 3 weeks feels like forever. You know? I am excited to play through the other maps, though. God, the mana just feels so slow. It does seem far away. I'm not disagreeing with anybody there. I mean, I wish it was in a week, you know? Alright, 728. I'm gonna hit this one first since I'm mainly staring at the other lane, it seems like. Well, I mean, early access is going to help them get the game out quicker. If they're going to have a large group of people that they're getting feedback and finding bugs and all that stuff. Early access being a thing will allow them to get it done quicker. I mean, that's just a certainty. What's going on, Colin? I'm doing good. How about yourself? I mean, the people that are getting early access to the game are not getting the finished product. You know, they're getting a game in development. That's what everyone needs to understand. Now, I've said this already, and no one from Chromatic has stopped me from, or asked me not to say it anymore, but I personally think they should open early access up to everyone that pre-ordered the game on all platforms. And anyone that has a PC capable of running it should get a copy of it for free. In my humble opinion. I really think they should do that. I think that would... You know, I think that would make up a little bit for all of the communication issues. Now, obviously, that wouldn't 100% fix it, but I think it would help it. I really think they should do that. You know, if you're wanting to play it on your Xbox and you pre-ordered it on your Xbox already, but you've got a PC that's capable of running it, what's the harm, you know? Let the person play early access until it releases on Xbox, you know? Let me see, do I have any messages? Alright, I don't have any messages right now in Discord of someone from Chromatic asking me to shut up. So I'll keep going with that. None of them, I don't think there's any of the Chromies are here today. But... it's late too. Well, I mean, it's not late, but... it's 7:40 on a Friday night. Well, I think the question there is, can you name a Dungeon Defenders game that doesn't look like a mobile game to an extent? I mean, hell. See, all the stuff like the hero, the animations, the movement, all that stuff, this is like so early in development. Judging any of that's just not really fair. I mean, that's stuff that's all going to be tweaked all through early access, all the way up until launch, you know? Well, the game didn't start on mobile, but it ended up being on mobile before it was out on PC. There's a long story behind that. The publishing company, when Dungeon Defenders was going to first release, they didn't publish the game, or they weren't publishing the game themselves. They were going through a publishing company to get the game released. This is DD1, way back in the day. Well, the publishing company declared bankruptcy and ended up going to court. And Trendy was waiting on the results of that bankruptcy hearing before they were able to launch their own game. Because technically, that was part of the publishing company's holdings, you know? And then they decided, hey, you know what we can do right now? We can port this thing over to mobile and launch it on mobile, and then we don't have to wait for the publishing company. And that's how it ended up being on mobile before it was on PC. Oh, I know that's what the rule is now, even. I'm not saying that that's how it is. I'm saying that's how I think it should be. I think if someone buys it on PS4, they should have a special early access code for Steam, where if they have a PC capable of running it, they should be able to play it. I really believe that. This game is not going to be launching on mobile in the near future, maybe down the road. I mean, it's being designed for Switch, so there's no doubt higher-end mobile devices could run it. I think my tablet could run it. I got an NVIDIA Shield tablet that would run it. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I hear you there, Eamon. I mean, I personally understand that it's not the smart thing to do always to have the game being developed on and tested on all platforms at the same time. That's kind of an unrealistic thing in a lot of regard. I mean, they did it with DD2 and look what happened, you know? But on the same note, I'm not gonna lie, if I didn't have this PC and I was on my Xbox right now, I would be raging. You guys know damn well I'd be raging. Oh, that was nice over there, Tara. Better keep her around for a while, man. Don't do anything to piss her off. Got a girlfriend that's hooking you up with games. She's a keeper. Don't do anything to screw it up. Dizzy with the promo. Very good good topic to bring that up in, though. Say you do have a PC and you pre-ordered it for your PlayStation or whatever, you know, whatever you pre-ordered it for, and you're wanting to get in on that early access on PC. Well, we just happen to have a Discord giveaway going right now for 2 copies of the game on PC. So Dizzy's putting that on. Exclamation Discord in chat, and you can get yourself entered in. iHops! What's going on, iHops? How you doing? Let's see, I'm at wave 9. Next wave is really the wave where the difficulty should change. I'm wondering how these ballistas will hold up. I mean, who doesn't want pancakes now, you know? That's one thing that we just gotta always torture IHOPs about. The second he pops around, everybody wants pancakes. I'm really wanting to see how I mean, I don't have very much defense rate stat. You know what I might do is crank my defense rate up as high as I can get it and see if it's a noticeable difference. You just had Domino's? I haven't eaten anything today. I had, I first woke up and had a quadruple espresso. And I got up a little earlier than normal today, so the caffeine was not quite doing the trick. So after the quad espresso was done, I went with Mandarin Red Bull poured into a glass of orange juice. So I had Mandarin Red Bull and orange juice mixed. And that seemed to get it. I'm awake now. I am finally awake. Yeah, they're the same, all the same defenses from DD1. A couple of them have name changes, but they're basically the same defense. Oh, I got a stupid high tolerance to caffeine, Nico. I did it to myself, man. It sucks. There was a time where I could drink a cup of coffee and actually realize I drank a cup of coffee. Now, like, if I had just a normal, standard cup of coffee, it would do literally nothing for me. I'd have to drink 10 of them. So I usually go with a quadruple espresso. Like, if I say I'm having a cup of coffee, what I really mean is I'm having a quadruple espresso with a crap load of sugar in it. Nice, Mantis. Awesome. The game goes into early access on February 21st on PC. And then it will be launching on PC and Switch in the second quarter of this year. And then launching on Xbox and PS4 in the third quarter of this year. Need a bot command for that. Needs Light Rain. Light Rain's hooked on his Destiny too. Light Rain was the master of the quick bot commands. What's going on, Fisk? How's the PC world treating you today there, Fisk? No, I didn't mean that, IHOPS. I meant just the bot commands through Nightbot. Light Rain did a lot of work on that for me. I like to pretend like I set all that up myself, but I did more than half of it, but he put in a lot of time. Finally got your cable so you can play both Xbox and PC. Perfect. And everybody's wondering why Fisk is AFK in the back of the room in the Onyxia raid. It's because he's chasing Gamerscore on Xbox at the same time. Got your excuses in order. Damn it, Fisk, you're doing it again. Oh, nice. I don't see how she puts up with you, Fisk. Gotta be quite the challenge. Alright, I should have let that ogre come. I wanted to see how fast these harpoons would burn him. The wave 10 ogre. I mean, wave 10's turning out to be kind of a joke here, though. Part of that is, I'm just I mean, I'm not decked out, but I do have a couple of 100 hours in. So I'm relatively decent geared. I haven't gotten any 10 of 10s in a few days. Man, I really hope. If there's any one hero I hope more than any other that makes it into DDA, it's the EV. Y'all know I love my Robo Girl. I hope the EV makes it into DDA so bad. Terror, if you had any idea how long that line was, dude. I mean, I literally have my choice of 500, 600 people that have already contacted me wanting to play on the first day. I mean, there's a solid chance I'll be playing solo on the first day. It depends on how well they address this peer-to-peer hosting thing. Gotta get in voice, Fisk. You'd have to get in voice. Bugtastic, what's going on, man? Long time no see. I would have to do it on Twitch. Would have to do launch day on Twitch if that was the case, because I don't think Fisk will make it through YouTube's language filter. My entire video will be banned before the stream's even done. Yep, I got an Xbox. You are forgetful, Casey. You ask me that same question like almost every stream. You forget. Short-term memory loss? That's a thing. Alright, let's check this ogre. He's only got 200,000 health. So that shouldn't be a problem at all. Let's see how fast he burns. I should have turned the numbers on since I'm using these. Let's see, show damage numbers. Yes, please. 6,000 a whack. It's not very much. I mean, obviously I can boost that. Oh, she is indeed. She is on that Xbox all the time. She uses it for everything. She's got a laptop too. A lot of times she 2 games it, man. You'd be proud, Fisk. She does it quite often. She'll have one game going on her laptop and another game going on the Xbox. She likes to play turn-based games. So it makes it even easier to do that sort of thing, you know? Oh, I'll definitely get a 1 day a week or whatever reserved. I'll have to get the PlayStation hooked up for her with some Netflix or something. Like, she watches Netflix, you know, that streaming service we always use is just through a browser. She watches all that on the Xbox. It always has IHOPs, I'm not sure, but, I mean, as long as I've been on YouTube, when people started throwing down the lulls, it has always flagged that. Too soon to tell at this point there, gaming, but, I mean, I personally am optimistic. I mean, we haven't seen enough of the game to know if we're going to love it or if we're going to hate it, you know? don't think she's played that one. She likes puzzle games pretty heavily. She does a lot of puzzle games. Well, there you go. That's probably why, Fisk. I know one Dutch saying that I still remember. You guys don't even want to know what it is. Other than the really foul Dutch sayings, I do know a couple of those too, which I can't say. I'm not giving these ballistas any time. Well, I mean, it's not going to have all the bugs DD2 has. That, for one thing, that will be huge. DD2 is a buggy nightmare. Yep, I've got a Switch there, Peyton. I'll be playing on the Switch. Actually going to fire my Switch up later tonight and check out that Hypercharge Unboxed game released today. This will be the first game I've ever played on the Switch. I mean, besides Mario Kart, but I don't count Mario Kart. And Super Mario Maker. The Mario games in general, I don't count those. Those are a given. If you play on the Switch, if you have a Switch, you obviously have played those games. Let's see what we can do boosted. 17,000, that's a little better. Well, the new DDA is not here yet, PUBG, so that's not a question I can answer. Ask me again in 6 months. Oh, I own her with the Super Mario Maker stuff, Theoden. She just beats me in Mario Kart. Anything that involves racing, she always wins. But she makes a point of it. She'll practice that shit when I'm not looking. You want to play Minecraft on Switch? I couldn't play Minecraft on anything but PC anymore. Once you go modded with Minecraft, you can't go back. It's very hard. Very, very difficult to go back. Oh, that wouldn't buy me enough time, Nico. She like banks all the turns perfectly and yeah, no. Out of my league. Unless I have something nearby to blow her up with. That's my only chance. Yeah, once you play modded Minecraft, Fisk, you would never... It will ruin vanilla Minecraft for you. You'll never want to play it again. For me personally, anyway. Yeah, that guy got wrecked pretty quick. What's up with Minecraft Bedrock on the PS4? I've never played it on PS4. I actually have it on the Xbox. I've never really played it on the Xbox, but I do have it. Not much. I can tell you the next game that we'll play together seriously probably is Diablo 4. She doesn't like shooters. She doesn't like games with that require aim, basically. But she absolutely loved Diablo. But she'll play Diablo 4 with me for sure. I'll definitely check out Minecraft Dungeons. I mean, it looks interesting enough to at least take a look at, you know? I mean, why not? It could end up being awesome. Yeah, definitely. Get your Minecraft dungeons on. For sure. Oh, is it going to be free? Minecraft Dungeons isn't going to be free, is it? Oh, well, yeah. Being a Microsoft product, it would make sense that it would be on the Game Pass. Well, I happen to have that. So maybe I'll play some dungeons on the Xbox there, Fisk. Get them Fisk carries. I mean, it makes sense. That would be definitely a reason to want to upgrade to Game Pass or whatever if you're an Xbox player. She's not interested in Minecraft at all. I'm gonna need to do that soon. I'm at the point now where I'm deleting stuff every time the wife plays something different. Or if she wants to get something new, I gotta delete something. I don't have many games on the Xbox. I mean, compared to the PC, I don't have anything. You know? I don't know. Terralich, no clue. She wouldn't. The wife would never have a YouTube channel. She has no interest in playing games for the public. No interest at all. I feel like it might be a little bit beneficial to go with more rate. I wonder how much power I'd lose if I dump more points into rate. There's a chance. There's a chance, Fisk. You never know. I am purposely not going to do lava mines this weekend because you know how RNG works. The beta's about to end and the game's going to get wiped. So that is when I would get that awesome, badass ultimate plus quality rock. That's when that would happen. So I am definitely not going to go anywhere near lava mines this weekend. Turn those back off now. Feels a little janky. Yeah, I fixed it. The very first time, way back in the day, yeah, it was hard, but it was different then. It was a very different story. If I did an Ancient Power reset now, I'm pretty confident I could probably get up to floor 100 in my campaign gear. That all got reset. Now, it would be a painful floor 100, but I think I could do it. Onslaught before was 3 map floors, and the challenge was being able to complete the 3rd floor without the game crashing. in every third floor, every single floor you had to do the Lost Temple. That's how Onslaught was originally. Well, in the last visioning of, I can't say originally, because it was a whole different animal originally. It was rough. I mean, I spent one... Right before they finally changed it, it's one of the reasons the one map floors are in right now is because of the crashing issues and losing your progress. Because you spend an hour doing map 1 and map 2, and you're in wave 5 of map 3 about to finish it, and the game crashes. You had to do map 1 and map 2 over again, as well as map 3. I spent one day, like a full 8-hour day of playing DD2 where I didn't progress one floor. Yeah, on the consoles, the tooltips gave you a headache from the boards. Oh, that ogre got wrecked with no buffs. The wall's fine too. See this one? Well, they're only 229,000. They're pretty low-y ogres here. He's getting shots off, clearly. That's what everybody did. I mean, you had to. You had to go right up to your TV, you know? It's the only way you could see it. Until you learned all the icons, and then you didn't have to read anything. I'm wondering, too, is that Ensnare are actually saving me any? I've got one DU left. If I got rid of both of these Snare R's, I could probably put one more harpoon down somewhere. Oh yeah, you're not used to the enemy portraits either. Well, just because you knew that's what was coming that tier, you know? That's the thing with... It kind of makes... I mean, Expeditions is obviously, that's the best place to go to farm the game, to farm anything in the game. You always want to do it in Expeditions, you know? But Expeditions, as far as progressing through it, it's like... It's damn near like a glorified tutorial. It really is. It's there to teach you the enemies. That's the main purpose of it. Yeah, ramparts will be here for sure. Auras on the roof and flyers once you're into at least like mythical gear, Angus. These little baby auras we got until we get geared up, they ain't gonna be big enough to hit them flyers, I don't think. They might, we'll have to see. I mean, my auras are decent enough now to hit them. But that's like in full insane gear. I'm actually going to stream DD1 soon. I've got a giveaway to do. I've got a DD1 event items to give away. I was holding out, trying to do... And I've been holding out a long time, y'all. I'm not going to talk mad crap about them or anything, but... I was going to do a live stream, a big Dungeon Defenders giveaway live stream, and stream DD1 and DD2 and give away stuff from both games. And when I put that idea across to the DD1 event team, they're like, yeah, no problem. And almost instantly got me stuff to give away. And I'm holding all that stuff still. And I have been unable to get anything to give away for DD2. So it's going to end up turning into a DD1 giveaway only, because I just don't have anything to give away in DD2. You know, Chromatic hasn't given me any keys, and we're coming up on almost a year now. Well, that's an exaggeration. Probably 9 months. So there hasn't been a DD2 giveaway for so long on my channels because of that. You know, if they're not giving me the stuff to give away, then I can't give it away. You know, it's just, I got nothing to give away. King's Game's a fun map. I just like the whole theme of it. That, and with, you know, I was a big Jester fan too. You never know, King's Game might come down the road at DLC. I mean, it was a DLC map for DD1, you know? It depends. Is King's Game going to fit into the story at all? In DD1, it didn't. I mean, I guess it kind of did. With the Jester, but... nobody knows the time yet, Nate. I think it's fair to say probably about 9 a.m. Well, for me. So it would be, I think it's fair to say before noon on the 21st. Early access will be here. But they haven't set an exact time. I doubt they will, to be honest. They won't give us a specific time. They might. But I'm guessing they probably won't. This is one of the things that they need to fix, though, about survival mode, is these long breaks. I mean, I'm turtle building even way back. So the mobs are taking a long time to walk down to the defenses. There's no reason to have those excessively long breaks in between groupings of them, you know? Yeah, it's PC only, starts on February 21st. You get it by pre-order in the game. You can go to preorder.dungeondefenders.com and get it pre-ordered. I don't think I've got a link yet. I don't think I ever put a link in. Let me see. No, it doesn't look like I ever added a bot link there. I think as far as map design... there we go. Thanks, IHOPS. I think as far as map design goes, Aquanos was one of my favorites, too. I mean, I still liked it. Right now, running Aquanos is kind of a pointless venture. There's just not gonna... I'm not gonna get any upgrades there. You know, I mean, I got the chance of it, but I just love the design and layout of that map. In fact, maybe when I do the DD1 stream, I'll do an Aquanos run. Not sure. I haven't done Aquanos in a long time. I think the last time I did it was with Omni back a while ago. My least favorite was Morago too, but it wasn't because of the map. I actually enjoyed the map layout. It was because of that challenge with all the genies chasing that thing around all over the place. It was just beyond irritating. But that's the only reason. That's a bad reason for it to be the my least favorite of those maps. But because of that reason, it was my least favorite. I like Sky City. Your 2020 Shai-Hulud, it's coming. Fisk, is it releasing in 2020? The new Dune movie? I didn't think it was releasing in 2020. I can't wait for that movie, dude. And they actually they're decent cast too. They got that one girl from Spider-Man. I think she's gonna do good in that role. Dave Bautista playing Raban. I mean, come on. Out of current day actors in movies that are out, say a movie that was out in the last decade, can you picture a better person to play Raban than Dave Bautista? God, I hope he gets some time just wrecking the Fremen before. I don't want to spoil the movie for anybody who hasn't seen it, but I really hope old Dave Bautista gets some time wrecking some Fremen. I think that will be the most glorious thing ever to watch. Yeah, the ogres are a little bit healthy, but still dying. Oh man, I forgot about my pet. Nobody reminded me, or I missed it. I should have went and grabbed my pet. It'll be there still. I'll get it after this wave, if I remember. Well, DD1 doesn't have servers, so it'll never be shut down. It's peer-to-peer. DD2, of course, is all server-side hosting, but DD1 is peer-to-peer, so you never have to worry about DD1 servers going down. Dungeon Defenders Eternity was server-side. It was on the Playverse system, same system that DD2 uses. DDE, in theory, was actually created to test that system before DD2 happened. See, it's 878,000 health. So yeah, that's a healthy ogre. He's not at 1 million yet. I'll have to wait a few more waves for that, but he's healthy enough. Let me take that wall to full and see how much damage this wall takes. Alright, took one shot there from Ogre Snot. And that was a Cobalt. I don't think this build will hold. I don't think it'll last 25 waves based off of what I just saw. Now, I don't have any hero health on my walls, or defense health on my walls right now. I actually played DDE like almost 1,000 hours. I really enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't DD1. You know? But I did have fun with it. I like those pew-pew archers with the crazy, silly attack speed. I thought that was a blast. Those archers, man, they reinvented the machine gun. That's for damn sure. Oh. Yeah, the items and the cosmetics. DDE was only a bad game when you compared it to the other Dungeon Defenders games. If you never played any other Dungeon Defenders game and you just played DDE, you wouldn't think it was a bad game at all. But how many people played DDE that never played any other Dungeon Defenders game? Well, not very many. You know. So that comparison is always there. And I don't want to upgrade a wall. I almost feel like I should. I'm going to have to hold out, save mana, or I ain't throwing up on that one. Yeah, I don't think this is going to hold all the way through. I think these ogres are going to smash right through this in the, like, wave 20 plus. What to see here. What's going on there, Musket? How you doing? I'm doing good. No complaints here. No complaints from me. Oh, I don't know. I should look at them. I talked about that, like back in like wave 8, maybe selling them and getting, we can see right here. Nah, it doesn't look like it's doing anything. Yeah, it is, and snares may not be doing anything. That horse has been beaten to death already, Loston. We're all aware Chromatic and Trendy had communication issues. We are all very aware. No point in continuing to beat the dead horse. If it bothers you to a point where you don't want to play any of their games, then that's fair. But, you know, does it bother you to that point? Obviously, there was some wrongs done, but it's time to move on from that, I think. Yeah, it releases on Xbox in Q3 of this year, exempt. Yeah, I'm gonna sell those and get another ballista down. I don't think I'll be able to get to. See how this guy does. Let's see here. He's getting wrecked still. The wall's getting hammered too, though. And the harpoons are so close because my range sucks. The cleave range on these guys seems a little bit excessive. Started an account on your PC? That's rough, man. Starting over on another platform is rough. That is one grindy mofo, that game is. I'm not worried about it. The way I look at it is if these harpoons upgraded aren't going to be able to survive the cleaves from an ogre, then they just aren't hitting hard enough. I'm not going to bother moving them back or putting more range on them or anything. You know, the thing to do would be move the walls up, not move the harpoons back, but my worry is not having any hero or any defense health on my walls. I mean, you don't use a Waller with no defense health on it, right? That's not very smart. But let's see. Let's get rid of these ensnares because I don't think they're doing anything either. And what does that leave me? 7 DU. Well, I mean, I could go with another harpoon. Let's just do that, I guess. No, I took all his gear off and set him up, or started to set him up as a DPS. The Apprentice Waller. So I don't have him set up right now. It was more a test of anything. The main thing I'm testing is if I had this exact stat on a Huntress, or these stats on the Apprentice, or these stats on the Monk, they would clear this map. So I want to see with the same stats, will it clear the map, you know? Now I could go with another, I could switch over to Apprentice Walls and that would free up some DU as well. This is very, very early. Opera, it doesn't, the current build that they're showing off like at PAX and what we'll see at early access launch is not anything, it doesn't look anything like this. This is a really, really old beta build that they just allowed us to use for the beta. So yeah, I mean, I would imagine all of the character-related animations will get lots of work done to them between now and launch. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something. There's just no way they're gonna survive these cleaves. Just too much. I'll change something up here after this map, or after this wave. See, that would save me 4 DU though, so I would have 5 DU left over. That's enough to throw like a flame burst or something in the back here. Won't be enough to throw down any of the Squire stuff, I don't believe. Oh yeah, 6. I've got 2 walls there. Derp. Hey, I can't type, or I can't count, you can't type. There. We're even, Dizzy. So that will give me another ballista. I'd have to split this lane though, which is fine. It's that Pierce, man. I can see ballistas being really good. Well, I mean, look at Dungeon Defenders 1 right now. The best way to get a feel of how DDA is going to feel would be to jump into DD1 and start like 3 or 4 new characters and go back and play through the campaign, or at least a few maps. Preorder.dungeondefenders.com. There's Strange TV. But yeah, if you compared what we'll feel like on the 21st, you could get a real fair comparison of that just by playing DD1 right now. And starting fresh without all your gear. The lowest package is $40. Nah. I'm not going to practice anything in DD1. When I play DD1 right now, I'm playing for the dice. Needs me Ultimate Plus Dice Pet, please. Okay, thanks. I'm just saying, if you wanted to get a feel of what DDA is going to feel like, that would be a good way to do it. Alright, so let's see. Let's sell both of these. And that. And then, who do we want? Yeah. Alright, let's check out the gear. I just need a rock, right? And I can change my points around, and that'll be fine. Find a rock with high fort. Hmm. 60. 60. 48. 48. 48. Wow. There's a 66. There's a 96. Let's just use that. It's got to be our best one, right? For fort. Yeah. And then let me respec. And we'll just go all into health. That'll give me a nice beastie 500 fortify. Same health. That's terrible. Crap, I needed to move it up further so the harpoons aren't getting cleaved. Let me put it like right there. That'll give a little more room. They're still gonna get to ogre snot, but hopefully they won't get cleaved on. And we'll go like right there. And like right there. That should help. And what does that leave? That leaves me 7. I could throw one more harpoon in the back that's just splitting the lanes. Give me a tiny bit more power there anyway. And I feel like I should throw an upgrade on these just because. What's going on there, Ed? How you doing? Crap, man, I forgot the damn pet again. Jeez. Oh, no, there it is. Steam Robot. Crap stats on it. Damn. I don't care. This all gets wiped on Sunday. Why do I care? Hey, waiting for the 21st. I hear you. You are not alone. They've already talked about doing that, Strange. They plan on doing that. When you equip armor or whatever, it'll have a cosmetic change to the hero. That makes it in. I don't think it will be until the game launches in the second or third quarter. But they have already discussed that several times. Where right now, of course, all you get's the weapon. This one getting much action? Yeah, it's getting shots off. There we go. That's better. Close to 1 million. They're surviving it, no problem. Now they're wrecking it. For DPS, there's no doubt there, Nico. No denying that. cat is where it's at. One of the main reasons there. You know what? I'm going to test it again right now. Nope, I can't. There's a wave running. The hero boost. Hero boost really should be applying to pets, in my opinion. Which obviously, with the cat, it wouldn't provide a benefit. But like with the steam robot... I think that will be there, Ed. I mean, you'd think. It's in DD1. I think that would be in DDA as well. Nothing will be tied to microtransactions. It'll all be achievement based. I mean, there might end up being a costume that comes in a DLC or whatever, but that won't be like the bulk of the DLC. It'll be something else, heroes or maps or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I mean, they've already kind of hinted at that. I can't see there not being costumes tied to achievements. Personally, I just can't see that even happening. A lot of little go-boos. Lightning our electric R up there would just melt all those guys, but... Or not all of them, obviously, but... The ones without immunity. One of the main things I'm looking forward is some kind of a skip to wave feature. To take in 2 hours. I mean, this map is going to end up being 2 hours. It'll be my whole live stream, one map. That's just too long. You know? For a survival run. A survival run shouldn't have to last more than an hour. In my opinion. I just really don't think it should. Here we go. Crap, I forgot to look. I forgot to switch pets to look. Dang it. Next wave. Assuming I don't forget again. Which, y'all know I'm going to forget again. Unless somebody reminds me. I wanted to check the damage and see if there was a damage change with the hero boost. Now, the only damaging pet we have right now in the beta is the steam robot. But if the if the pet damage doesn't get boosted by the hero boost from the monk, then I'm going to add that to my list of complaints. It's $39.99 is the base package there, Fury. You can pre-order it now. It's preorders.dungeondefenders.com. These guys are getting a little healthier. Come on out here now, bro. You too. Get wrecked. Thank you very much. I'm going to get one more round of ups on these walls just to be safe. Ooh. Cobalt went right through. That's going to be a problem. Well, no, replay from Wave and start from Wave are two entirely different, completely unrelated systems. They have nothing to do with each other. Replay from Wave is if you fail. Start from wave is once you complete a wave in survival, you can jump forward to that wave, just like DD1. It's a great system. It needs to be in the game. No one else relates those together except you, I think, Dizzy. You're the only one. Because they're completely different things. Like, in no relation to each other whatsoever. But that just needs to be a thing. It really, really does. Survival matches just take too damn long. Oh, I thought you were misunderstanding what they are. Or not misunderstanding, but you know what I mean. Miscommunicating what they were. Oh my god, he's going to walk around, isn't he? Oh, it looks like he was going to walk around that wall. That would be the end of me if an ogre just walked around. And it still doesn't even matter with the cleave because of the snot balls. I mean, he's throwing the snot ball at me and I am standing on top of him, so, you know. That's pretty much my bad there. But I want to see what they're doing. They have mentioned it. They just haven't mentioned it officially. They've mentioned it on one of my live streams. They didn't come right out and say that it 100% will be there. But I'm going to make enough noise about it that hopefully other people join me in the noise making, because it needs to be there in some form or another. Now, I don't care if it's exactly like DD1's system, but there is just no way I'm going to want to sit here and start from wave 1 every time. You know? At least let me skip the first 10 waves or something. You got to give me something. If I've already beat the map, let me skip the first 10 waves. It's just a crazy time sink. Well, I mean, it's in my comments from a Chromatic developer. I can tell you what they said. I was complaining about it not being here. And they said, start from wave. It sounds like a feature that might be in a game that has features. Or something along those lines is what was said. They basically, to me, I interpreted that as it's not in the game right now, but none of the game features are in the game right now. Is how I personally interpreted it. The way it was said. I mean, it will without a doubt be on my list of complaints. This weekend, I'm going to be doing a beta video of my overall thoughts of the beta. And a lot of that has already completely changed just because we know. I mean, we know this isn't the HUD. This isn't what we're going to be looking at. If so, I would be very disappointed. I mean, we basically knew that up front, but we know that it's already been changed twice completely. I don't think Augie watches my streams. He comments on videos every now and then. But I'm not sure if he watches any of my streams. He's busy, man. He's got too much stuff to do. He can watch a 10-minute video, but expecting him to watch a multiple-hour live stream is probably a little out of the question. Dude works non-stop. I mean, he's still going at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. A lot of people underappreciate some of that. Some of the time that not just Chromatic, lots of developers, you know, they're very passionate about their creation, you know. I don't like that mana bar in the middle of the screen. I'm hoping that goes away. I've already made my opinion clear on that one. Shoot, man, I did it again. Alright, I got it missed that time at least. These ogres gonna smash that wall? Or nah, they ain't gonna get through it all. I liked the new HUD that they showed. I think the art style, I think it could be arted up a little bit to match a Dungeon Defenders game a little bit better. But I like the HUD. My only request would be to get the mana bar up there where the health bar is. I mean, you want to look at both of those in the same place. They know that. Look at the beta. They're both right there. They can transfer that exact health bar and mana design to the art that they've got incorporated in what they've shown, and it would be perfect, you know? You missed the stars? That's fair. I think these labels are with Switch in mind, personally. Now, I don't know that these will be the ending labels that we have to go with, but I do think that those are with Switch in mind. Oh, I got no problem with bars. I mean, I've played so many games with bars in them. I've got no problem at all with the bars. As long as there's numbers on them. I want to see the number, but I don't mind the bar at all. Personally. But I guess it depends on what you're used to. You know? You didn't really ask me a question, Jaime. You said, sorry for asking this question, but if I did pass... if I would go past floor 500, but you never actually included a question. I don't intend to do any more Onslaught, but if I passed floor 500, I would do the exact same thing I've been doing for the last 200 floors. And that's that 1 amp warrior build. It will literally, I mean, there's people that have used either that build or a variation of that build all the way up to the top. Literally, the very top. And that's one of the reasons why I have no interest in doing it. I mean, that just seems like an ungodly boring grind for no reward, you know? Crap. Wrong button. I tower boosted nothing. If that's what you're asking, I'm not sure what you're asking. But yeah, that 1 amp warrior build, I took that build from, that's a modification of what Dukin and Zombie Wookiee were doing. And Zombie Wookiee is all the way up. You know, he's at, what, 948 or 950 or whatever. So, I mean, there's no reason not to, you know, if you're doing what people are doing that are several hundred floors ahead of you, then there's no reason to think it's not going to work for you when you get there too, you know? No, I don't ever plan on doing another Onslaught map again. Hopefully never again in my entire life. It's the worst game mode ever implemented into DD2. I absolutely hate it. There you go. There is the raw, unfiltered opinion. that Onslaught system was the beginning of the end for DD2. It lost so many players because of that system. It's just bad. So I personally have no intentions of even doing one more other Onslaught map ever again. Unless there was some kind of a major rework, of course, and we know that that's not happening. Uh-oh. Oh! Saved it. Now, if I don't want to do Onslaught again, and I hate the game mode, what do you think the chances are that I'm going to do it to help somebody else? I mean, come on, Jaime. I already answered the question. If I'm not willing to do it for me, why would I be willing to do it for somebody else? You know? I mean, I just don't enjoy it. It's not fun. So, I'm not going to do something that's not fun. You know, if I get zero enjoyment out of it, then I suggest everyone adapt that same policy in their own gaming lives. If whatever it is you're playing has a game mode or the game itself is just not fun to you, then don't do it. Oh, no. I'm not mad at you. I'm not saying that. Ask whatever you want. I'm just giving you my unfiltered opinion. I just really think it destroyed DD2. I mean, I love DD2. I think DD2 is a great game. But if there was anything negative I was going to say about it, it would be Onslaught sucks. You know, that would be one of the... For me, that would be one of the low points in the game. Yeah, I used a webcam for many years there, Nexo, so it wouldn't be a reveal of any sort. My current gaming setup doesn't allow for me to use a webcam without doing massive before and after stream preparation, so I just don't do it. It's too much work and zero reward. I will be using one again after we move, but then I'll have a different gaming setup. Right now I play in our living room, and I can't just throw a webcam up. There's a TV in the back, you know, right behind me. There's a lot of glare, and the lighting sucks. So it's just not, you know, not set up for it. I got no objection to using one though. It's just I don't have the setup for it right at the moment. Whatever, Danny. When are we gonna get the Danny cam, huh? We can get a good look at that cat of yours. Yeah, ballistas or harpoons seem to be doing pretty good though. The same day they let you on the dev stream, that's fair. I do think that there's, I'm going to say this every day until somebody sends out a damn Twitter message or something about it, but I requested it on Twitter before and never really got a response from it, but I think Javahawk We need to see Java Hawk with a 300 Leonidas beard. That dude would look glorious with that going on. That's what we need to be pushing for right now. It's important stuff, you know. Now, wave 23, I think this is going to actually hold. With crap defense rate. I'm debating. Well, I mean, I don't want to change it now, I guess, but what was my defense rate at? Let's look. Oop, the wave's still going, dang it. Getting most of the great warm fabric removed. It's too early in the year for that, Danny. You gotta wait until the weather warms up and the rain goes away, man. Crap, I'm gonna attract Ogre Snot over here and all my stuff again. There we go, he threw at the wall. Good little ogre. Crap, man. Those kobolds. My sketchy wall job here. Oh, it'll go away for a minute or two. Busy. I assure you, where I live gets more rain than where you live. I 100% will guarantee it. It rains here. I don't even know how many days a year, but it's many, many, many. That's terrible. You're supposed to go with the big old biker pork chops and stuff, Danny. You're not supposed to go with the little dinky mustache. You're supposed to go with like the laser bolts down the sides and, or the lightning bolts down the sides of your cheeks and stuff like that. That's the way to do it right there. Alright, let's see. 2,300. What can I hit? I'm tempted. Do I want to play around with the rate a little bit? I mean, I might as well, right? This beta will be gone in a couple days. Instead of going, I'll drop the power 100 and throw 100 more into the rate and see what happens. Let's see. Or let's just get let's throw 100 more. We'll get the rate up to like 379. Let's see. Or what do we want to do? Let's just put it at 375. I think that's fair. Let me get my power over 300. I want to see if this makes a noticeable difference. Go like that. Anything else need repairs or ups? There was a repair right there. 290 days a year? Holy crap, man. We got to be right around there somewhere. I'm not sure what the official rainfall thing here says, but it's got to be really close to that. Between like 250 and 300 days a year or something like that. Alright, let's see if these things pew any faster. Yeah, that's a noticeable difference. Wow, that's a huge difference. That makes me want to dump it all into the raid and see what I can get it up to. That was a big difference. Those Dark Elf Warriors burned so fast compared to the other waves. Without a booster or anything. About 200 days of rain there. No, these guys, the previous waves, these guys were chasing me around. They're just straight up getting melted now. That was a big change. Now I want the wave to be over so I can jack it up even higher for wave 5. Or wave 25. I guess I see the ogres too. The ogres will be a good judge of it. I mean, you can visually see it shooting a lot faster. So there's that. I want my machine guns. Willing to buy nightmare gear. Hook me up with a little nightmare gear, Danny. It all gets wiped anyway. It's all gonna get wiped in like 2 days. Hook it up, man. Give me some nightmare gear. Here we go. I don't want to stand on top of them though. That was what, 1.4 million or something like that? 1.47. I mean, it's not burning very fast, but I think it's burning faster than it did last wave. It's not too shabby, really. Uh-oh. Wall getting chewed on. Maybe I should throw some upgrades on these walls. Let's just do that instead. I'm looking forward to the pure strategy. I really enjoyed pure strategy in DD1. Crap, man, crap. My wall's going down. The third quarter is what they said, Drain. Not the end of the year. Releases second quarter on PC and Switch, third quarter on Xbox and PlayStation. Man, big old build up on those walls. Holy crap. Well, hopefully the loot's a little bit better. You still get the good pets that way. But it's fun, you know? It's got the number one thing. It's enjoyable, you know? I really liked it. I used it quite a bit for leveling, too. Leveling up lobies. Alright, now when the exception of when that ogre was there, it seems like when that ogre was there, we got a big build-up on the walls compared to the previous waves. That makes me want to take out a little bit and go into defense health, or into defense power a little bit further. Let me see, where was I at for that one? Yeah, defense power a little low. Maybe I could take 50 points out of defense rate and put it in there. Let's see. Let's go to... Let's go to 320 or 330. I'll relieve the range alone and dump everything else into power. I think that might be a pretty good happy medium there. Let's see. Alright, let's check it out. I mean, it should be hitting a lot harder. We can check on these Dark Elves right here. Oh, yeah. That was definitely a better mix of the two. We'll have to see. I'll probably end up playing a little DDA tomorrow as well, just to get a few more little tests in before the beta's over. Now that Dark Elf, whatever, Blitz. That Dark Elf actually seemed a little healthier, but I mean it's the last wave, right? God, the packs just melt. The Pierce is OP. I better not say that. The Pierce is just right where it needs to be. Actually, the Pierce is just about the same as it was in DD1. We just need to get that fast, that DD1 attack rate going once we get into some higher tiered gear here. That's what they're shooting for, Johan. They said many times already that there was no wipes planned for the early access. Now you got to remember that sometimes those things just happen, but as it stands right now, they're not planning for any. Oh yeah, that ogre melted. That wall's got like no damage taken from it hardly. Ooh, looks like a harpoon bolt shot back that way. This is the only problem here, is when the multiple ogres can cause all the little guys to get backed up. If you see the harpoon is shooting up like at its chest, which is above the heads of all those little goblins. So all the little guys are just walking right underneath those ballista bolts or harpoon bolts. I think we'll survive. Nice. See how we're holding up over here. Doing good here. See here, when it's shooting at chest level, the baddie behind it is at that same level, so it's going through and piercing multiple mobs. Oh, what am I doing? It's over. Yay! Harpoons got it done. Got another crappy steam robot. But whatever. I never checked the... You know what? I'm going to do that right now before I end the stream. Let's go ahead and bail out of here. Actually, we can just replay this map. And I can test the pet. I want to check the pet damage. Let's see. What do we need? Let's throw, let's just throw one there. Got 120 left. Go something like that. Now, what I'm wanting to check here is the pet damage scaling with my hero boost. If it's not, I personally don't like it. Ooh, crap, I need to turn damage numbers on too. Let me turn those on real quick. Alright, let's see. 156. Now, if I boost, still 156. What was that at the end? That was the harpoons. Alright, let me turn the boost off again. This lane will be a good lane to check it because the mobs start way up here. Come on out, baddies. Here they come. Alright, let's see. Yeah, 156. Let me completely disengage him. Come back here and... Oops, wrong boost. Let me... Oh, it wasn't the wrong boost. I just hit them both at the same time. Dang it. Alright, he's boosted. Still 156. Alright, so the pet damage is not scaling with the Monk's Hero boost, which basically completely eliminates one of the popular and super fun builds from DD1, which is awful. Pets must scale with hero boost. Now it's got me curious if they even scale with hero damage. I mean, that's something else that's easy to test. We can do that right now. Let me see. See, if we put a bunch into the attack, then the pet should be hitting harder. Still 156. Boo. That right there is no good. That's gonna completely be awful. They need to change that. That will be on my list of things I don't like. That takes pet builds completely out of the mix. Now, I mean, I guess I'd have to go through and check every stat to make sure it's not tied to something wonky. But not being able to scale your pets instantly become DD2 pets. And that's no good. Needs the fancy special DD1 pets, damn it. I don't want a pet that's just focused on its ability. That's one of the things that made pets so blah in DD2. 156. Still 156. Yeah, that will be on my list of things I dislike. There's going to be a large list of things I love and things I don't love. I'll be getting that done this weekend at some point, before the beta's over. Now, like I said, a lot of the stuff is instantly, just instantly off the list because we know it's already been changed just in the course of what we've seen so far from like the packs builds and everything else. Anyway, though, that is going to get it for today, y'all. Thank you all so much for swinging by. Not positive, but it is Friday night. I might do a late night Twitch stream, like late. Not for many hours from now. So that is possible. But that is going to do it for today here on YouTube, though. So thanks an absolute ton. Hopefully everybody's having a good start to their weekend. And I will see y'all soon. Take it easy.